Chosen one. Have you ever stopped and wondered why you were chosen for this exact moment? This is not an accident. This is not coincidence. God intentionally led you here. Please like this video. You've walked roads others couldn't understand. You carried weights no one else could see. You endured storms that should have broken you. And yet, you're still standing. This isn't just motivation. This is revelation. Heaven has been watching you, and your elevation is about to begin. But before we go deeper, stop right now and type 777 in the comments. This number isn't random. It's alignment. It's confirmation. And if this message resonates with you, that means you're connected to it. A huge thank you to everyone who has supported this channel through Super Thanks. Your support helps these messages reach those who need them most. Don't scroll. This is your spiritual announcement. Are you ready? Chosen one, what has God seen in you? Why now? What made heaven decide it's your time? Your journey has never been accidental. You're walking in light today because you walked through darkness first. When the path was unclear, when doubt tried to drown you, when the world told you to wait, you moved. Not because you had answers, but because you trusted God's voice more than the noise around you. That is what set you apart. Abraham didn't have a blueprint. Genesis tells us God said, "Go to a land I will show you." No map, no details, just obedience. And Abraham moved. Like Michelangelo once said, the danger isn't aiming too high, it's aiming too low. You didn't settle for safe. You trusted that God was painting something bigger with your life. Like Noah, who built an ark while being ridiculed. You obeyed when no one understood. Hebrews says Noah acted on what had not yet been seen. That's you. And while others resisted, like Pharaoh, who hardened his heart and lost everything, you softened yours. You chose obedience. You walked by faith, not sight. Psalm 119 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet." That lamp guided you through darkness, and heaven noticed. Faith in the dark. You stepped out on nothing but faith. Outwardly, you looked confident. Internally, you trembled. But you moved anyway. Like a seed buried in darkness, you trusted the process. First, Samuel reminds us, man looks at appearance, God looks at the heart, and your heart stayed faithful. Like Job, who said, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." You stayed. You endured. You didn't just survive your trials. You were refined by them. Like Beethoven, composing masterpieces even after losing his hearing. You trusted the process even when you couldn't hear anything happening. Habakkuk says, "The vision is for an appointed time. Though it tarries, wait for it." You waited, and now the season is speaking. Be faith in the silence. There were nights you cried, mornings heaven felt distant. You asked for direction. Silence answered. But Psalm 27 says, "Wait for the Lord, be strong and take heart." You didn't serve God for blessings. You served Him because of who He is. Like Elijah in the cave, God wasn't in the earthquake. He wasn't in the fire. He was in the still, small voice. In the silence, God was shaping you. 2 Corinthians says, "We walk by faith, not by sight." While you waited, heaven was responding. James says, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial." You passed the test, and now heaven is moving. Comment 777 if you're ready to rise higher. Like, share, and subscribe as we continue walking this path of obedience. See purity in a compromised world. You stood when compromise was easier. In a world where purity is mocked, you guarded your heart. Proverbs says, "Above all else, guard your heart." You didn't lower your standards to fit in, like Joseph fleeing temptation. You protected your integrity. Your purity wasn't about perfection, it was about commitment. 1 Peter says, "Be holy in all you do." You fought unseen battles. You resisted temptation repeatedly, quietly, when no one would have known if you slipped. 1 Corinthians says, "God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear." You chose the higher road, and now God is about to honor you publicly for what you protected privately. Psalm 24 says, "Who may ascend the mountain of the Lord? The one with clean hands and a pure heart." You're ascending. Comment 777 if you're ready to stand firm no matter the cost. D. Becoming a blessing. You were hurting and still healed others. You were empty and still gave. You were tired and still showed up. Matthew says, "Whatever you did for the least of these, you did for me." You became the hands and feet of Jesus. You gave when no one poured back into you. Galatians reminds us, "Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time you will reap." You didn't give up. This next blessing, it's not random, it's harvest. Luke says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together, running over." What you poured out is returning multiplied. Like a tree rooted deeply, your season of fruit has arrived. Comment 777 if you're ready for your harvest. Like, share, and subscribe, because this elevation is just beginning. E. Called to stand out. You were never built to blend in. You tried. You dimmed your light. You softened your boldness, but it never fit. Romans says, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world." You weren't rejected because you were wrong. You were rejected because you were right for something greater. Like Joan of Arc, too bold, too intense, too chosen to shrink. Like Esther, positioned for such a time as this. You weren't chasing applause. You were chasing assignments. Like Mandela, who endured prison but didn't compromise his beliefs. You didn't bend. And because you didn't bend, you're about to rise. Comment 777 if you're ready to walk boldly in your calling. F. Faith over facts. The numbers didn't add up. The reports weren't good. The doors stayed closed. But you believed anyway. Isaiah says, "My ways are higher than your ways." You declared abundance in lack, healing in sickness, freedom in bondage. Like Job, who said, "Though he slay me, yet will I trust him." You trusted God's character over visible facts. While you spoke faith, heaven moved. Angels were dispatched, mountains shifted. The breakthrough is coming. Comment 777 if you're ready for manifestation. G. Humility and restraint. You had every right to defend yourself. Receipts, evidence, truth. But you chose silence over strife. Like Moses, who said, "The Lord will fight for you. You need only be still." Like David, anointed king, yet waited in the fields. You didn't self-promote. You humbled yourself. James says, "Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up." You stayed grounded, and now heaven is lifting you. Chosen one, you walked through storms others would have drowned in. You faced rejection, silence, temptation, isolation, and you remained faithful. God saw your faith when facts looked impossible, your love when the world was hateful, your humility when you could have flexed. This elevation isn't random. It's earned through obedience. And it's not just for you. It's for everyone watching your life as proof that God is faithful. You didn't just survive. You became. And now heaven is responding. If this message resonated with you, I want you to take action right now. Comment 777 below if you are ready to step into your next season of breakthrough. Like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe so you don't miss the next message. Thank you to everyone who supports this channel, whether through super thanks, a comment, a share, or simply being here. You are seen, you are valued, and you are chosen. Stay strong, stay faithful, and remember, you were never meant to blend in. You were destined to rise.